Good morning, Mr. Andre. Thank you for accepting my interview invitation. First, could you please confirm that you can see and hear me clearly?
Good morning, Johannes. Yes, the connection is excellent. I can both see and hear you perfectly.
Oh, thank you, sir. Before we begin our discussion about English language education in Indonesia, could you please introduce yourself to our viewers, please?
Thank you for having me, Johannes. I'm Andre Basuki, currently serving as a legal English lecturer at ST IHS IBLAM. I hold multiple degrees, a bachelor in law, a bachelor in English, literally, and a master degree in humanities. I've been teaching English, particularly legal English, for over 15 years. Throughout my careers, I focus on developing effective methodologies for teaching English in professional context, especially in legal field.
Oh, thank you for that introduction. Could you share your insight about the current state of English language education in Indonesia?
Certainly, English language education in Indonesia has undergone significant transformation in recent years. We've moved from traditional grammar and focused teaching for more communicative and practical approaches. One notable development in integration of English across different educational levels, from elementary school and up to universities. Each level has its specific learning objective and teaching methodologies.
Oh, wow. Could you elaborate on these teaching methodologies? What approaches are currently being used in Indonesian classrooms, sir?
We're implementing various innovative teaching methods now. For instance, the communicative language teaching approach emphasizes real-world communication skills. We use task-based learning, where students learn through practical activities like presentation, group discussion, and project work. Additionally, we've incorporated blended learning, combining traditional classroom teaching with online resources and digital tools. What particularly interesting is how we're adapting these methods to suit Indonesian students' needs. For example, we're considering cultural context and local learning style while maintaining international standard of English education.
Oh, that's fascinating. How has technology influenced English language teaching and learning in Indonesia, sir?
Technology recently has revolutionized our teaching methods. We now use various digital platforms and tools. Learning management system help us organize courses and track student progress. Mobile app and online resources provide additional practice opportunities. Virtual classroom and video conferencing tools like what we were using now enable international collaboration. But it's not just about having these tools, it's about using them effectively. We're trying teachers to integrate technologies meaningful into their lessons. Students use language learning apps such as watch educational videos, participate in online language exchange program. This technological integration has made English learning more accessible and engaging.
Wow. What specific challenge do Indonesian students face in learning English, and how are these being addressed?
These are several key challenges. The first, limited exposure to English in daily life remains a significant issue. Many students only practice English in the classroom. Second, there's often hesitation to speak English due to fear of making mistakes. Third, we see interference from local language, which can affect pronunciation and sentence structure. To address these challenges, we have implement several strategies. We create immersive English environments in classrooms, encourage English speaking zones, and organize regular conversation clubs. We also focus on building students' confidence. through positive reinforcement and creating a supportive learning atmosphere where mistakes are seen as learning opportunities.
Wow. How do you see foreign language education, particularly English, developing in Indonesia in the coming years?
The future of English education in Indonesia looks promising. We're moving towards more integrated and personalized learning approaches. I anticipate greater emphasis on practical communication skills and cross-cultural competence. Technology will play an even bigger role with an AI-powered learning tools and virtual reality experience become more common. We're also likely to see more international collaboration and exchange program. The goal is to prepare Indonesian students to global opportunities while maintaining our cultural identity. Personal English training, like a legal English or business English, will become more specialized and targeted.
Wow. Based on your experience, what recommendation would you make for improving English language education in Indonesia?
I have several key recommendations. First, we need to strengthen teacher training program to ensure educators are equipped with the latest teaching methodologies and technology skills. Second, we should create more English opportunity to authentic English usage outside the classroom through community program and international partnership. Third, curriculum development should focus on practical, real-world application of English. Fourth, we need to better integrate technology while ensuring equal access for all students. Finally, assessment methods should emphasize communication competence rather than just grammatical accuracy.
Wow, thank you very much for sharing your valuable insight about English language education in Indonesia. Mr. Andre, sir, your experience and recommendation will be very helpful for understanding the development of English education in our country.
Thank you, Johannes. It's been pleasure discussing these important topics. I hope our conversation will contribute on to the ongoing development of English language education in Indonesia.
Thank
Have
you
a good
so
day.
much. Thank you so much. Have a good day too. Hello, I'm Johannes Ronald Elyeser Roparulian Hutagalung, Sarjana Hukum, Magister Hukum, a student from the Faculty of Distance Learning at Universitas Siber Asia, with student ID number 2302010100253. I'm currently pursuing a bachelor's degree in management, specializing in human resource management. Today, I will present my final examination project titled English Language Education in Indonesia, Current Development and Future Prospects. This presentation is part of my English course final examination under the guidance of Ms. Tian Meta Arianti, Sarjana Sosial, Magister Science, CPS. Before we begin, I would like to acknowledge and thank Mr. Andri Basuki, Sarjana Hukum, Sarjana Sastra, Magister Humaniora, legal English lecturer at Law School IBLAM, STIH IBLAM, who provided valuable insight through our interview that forms the basis of this presentation. So this is my presentation after the interview. Yeah. This presentation analyzes the current state and future development of English language education in Indonesia through my interview with Mr. Basuki, who brings over 15 years of experience in teaching legal English. We will explore several key aspects, including teaching methodologies, technological integration, challenges, and recommendations for improvement in Indonesia English language education system. The evolution of English education in Indonesia can be traced through three distinct phases. First, traditional grammar focuses methodologies dominate the educational landscape, forming the foundation of English teaching in Indonesia. Second, recent years have witnessed a significant transformation toward more dynamic and practical approaches. Finally, this shift reflects global trends in language education and demonstrates Indonesia's commitments to preparing students from international opportunities in an increasingly interconnected world. Let me highlight three fundamental aspects of contemporary English education in Indonesia. First, we have observed a decisive shift toward interactive learning with student-centered approaches. Second, communicative language teaching has emerged as the primary methodology, emphasizing real-world communication skills over traditional grammar-focused instruction. Third, practical activities, including presentation, group discussion, and project work, have become integral components of learning process. English education in Indonesia follows a systematic progression across four educational levels. At the university level, we focus on advanced communication and specialized English. In high school, students engage with complex language structures and academic English. Middle school education emphasizes expanding vocabulary and basic communication skills. Finally, elementary school provides an introduction to English and basic vocabulary, establishing a foundation for future learning. Current English education employs three primary teaching methodologies. Task-based learning involves practical activities, stimulating real-world communication scenarios. Blended learning combines traditional classroom teaching with online resource and digital tools. The communicative approach emphasizes authentic communication and practical language use, ensuring students develop real-world language skill. The implementation of teaching methods in Indonesia follows three key principles. First, methods are carefully adjusted to consider local cultural context and learning styles. Second, we maintain alignment with global best practice in language education. Third, there is a strong emphasis on developing both language skills and problem-solving abilities through practical application. Technology has revolutionized English language education through three main channels. Digital platforms, particularly learning management system, facilitate course organization and progress tracking. Mobile applications provide additional practice opportunities and learning flexibility. Virtual classrooms have opened new possibilities for international collaboration and exposure to native English speakers. Our approach to teacher training for technology integration encompasses uh, three vital components. Regular technology workshops ensure teachers stay current with educational technologies. Integration strategy help teachers meaningfully incorporate digital resource into their lessons. Continuous support provides ongoing assistance for teachers in technology implementation. We face several significant challenges in English language education. Limited English explorers means many students practice English only within classroom settings. Language anxiety often causes students to hesitate when speaking English. Additionally, linguistic interference from local language can affect pronunciation and sentence structure. To address these challenges, we have implemented three key solutions. First, we create immersive environments through English-speaking zones and conversation clubs within schools. Second, we focus on confidence building through positive reinforcement techniques. Third, we develop supportive learning environments where mistakes are viewed as valuable learning opportunities. Looking ahead, integrated learning will focus on three key areas. Personalized approaches will tailor learning experience to individual student needs and learning styles. Comprehensive skills development will focus on developing multiple language competencies simultaneously. Adaptive learning will utilize our AI-powered tools to adjust difficulty and content based on student progress. Cross-cultural competence development will emphasize three crucial aspects. Cultural understanding will increase focus on learning about English-speaking cultures alongside language skills. Global perspective will incorporate diverse viewpoints. into the curriculum. Intercultural communication skills will facilitate effective communication across cultural boundaries. Technological innovation will advance through three main channels. AI-powered learning tools will provide personalized learning experience and instant feedback. Virtual reality experience will create immersive language learning environments. Augmented reality application will enhance physical learning materials with digital overlays. International collaboration will expand through three initiatives. Exchange programs will provide opportunities for students to study abroad in English-speaking countries. Global partnership will foster collaboration between Indonesia and international educational institutions. Virtual exchange will facilitate online interaction with English speakers worldwide. Specialized training will develop in three key areas. Professional programs will target specific professional contexts like business, law, and medicine. Academic English courses will focus on preparing students for international higher education. Technical English training will address industry-specific vocabulary and communication needs. Our recommendation for teacher training focus on three areas. Modern methodologies training will ensure proficiency in contemporary teaching approaches. Technology integration training will provide ongoing education in educational technologies. Cultural competence development will enhance teachers' abilities to foster cross-cultural understanding. To promote authentic language use, we recommend three initiatives. Conversation clubs will establish more opportunities for authentic English usage outside the classroom. Community engagement will create English-speaking events within broader community. Media integration will encourage engagement with English language media for natural language exposure. Curriculum development recommendation encompass three key aspects. Real-world focus will emphasize practical application of English. Interdisciplinary approach will integrate English learning with other subject areas. Continuous assessment will implement ongoing evaluation methods to adapt to students' needs. Our final recommendation address technology access and assessment through three initiatives. Equitable access will ensure all students have necessary technological resource. Assessment reform will emphasize communicative competence over rote memorization. Continuous evaluation will provide timely feedback and support. So the conclusion. In conclusion, Indonesia's approach to English language education demonstrates three key strengths. First, our dynamic development shows a progressive approach to meeting global communication challenges. Second, our comprehensive strategy implements modern teaching methodologies, technological integration, and strategic solution. Finally, our future really focus positions students for success in an increasingly interconnected world through effective English language education. That's all my presentation for today. Thank you. Universitas Cyber Asia.